Hi guys, welcome back to the Daft Punk fan channel. Today we are not going to be talking about some Daft Punk. Well, for this video, I should say, we're going to talk about some more electronic dance music, different electronic dance music type stuff. We're going to be talking about deadmau5's 2009 song, "Ghosts and Stuff." Okay, so for starters, once again, as we always do these reviews, feel free to listen to the song, as I talk about it, yap about it. So for starters, the song opens with a synth, almost sort of like a Phantom of the Opera organ type sound. It's like da na na na, and there's a sort of cymbal hit that just goes bounce. If you listen with headphones, bounce from left to right to left to right to left to right, and it sort of dissipates. And excellent sound design there. Oh shoot, sorry, yeah, I forgot to talk about the categories, right? So lyrics, musicality, vibe, and music video. So let's start. Sorry, let's back to talking about the musicality. So the intro, like I said, starts with an organ sort of synth. It's like da na na na, and it jump scares you with the one of the heaviest basses I've ever heard. It's like dun 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 dun. Dun. Just an insane kick drum, just four on the floor, just just knocking you in the brain. Amazing stuff. It sounds haunting. It sounds like it's like ghosts, like literally ghosts and stuff, like a Halloween party. It's really cool. And then throughout the song, it's just sort of the same sort of synth lines, the high pitch, and it's like wow 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 wow, really good. And then the low is just sort of like dun 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 dun, and it just all pairs really well. Um, and just the kick drum is just insane in this song. And to add on to that, there's some parts, high filter, low filter parts, really great stuff going on here. 4 minutes, excellent. A little bit of history though. When the song first debuted in 2008, at deadmau5 debuted at a Halloween party, where there's some electronic music. It did not have lyrics originally. It was just an intro. The intro nowadays is called More Ghosts and Stuff, which is on the For Lack of Better Name album. But when it first came out, it was More Ghosts and Stuff and Ghosts and Stuff sort of combined together. Now, this is sort of a recurring thing you'll see sometimes in electronic dance music, like you've seen with Daft Punk. You'll have Daft and Direct and Funk sort of separate on the album, but in live, they've played together. So it's the same thing here with deadmau5, is More Ghosts and Stuff and Ghosts and Stuff. So anyways, the musicality for Ghosts and Stuff, just please listen to it. Yeah, me talking cannot give it justice, honestly. Um, Honestly, 8 out of 10. No, 8.5 out of 10. Really good stuff going on here. Now, lyrics. So the lyrics are sort of like a guy talking about, I don't know, a spirit sort of. He is a spirit. The person he's talking to is sort of a spirit. Listen to the lyrics, he's sort of talking about, I just want to play it right. We're gonna get there tonight. It's been so long, I've been out of my body with you. It's really sort of like he's been haunted, he's been spooked, he's scared, he is a ghost. It's really a bit goofy lyrics, but the way they're portrayed, that Rob Swire sings them, the haunting vocoder, just a thick layer. It sounds like a ghost or spirit is singing along with the synths, and it just layers really well. It gives like chills when you listen to it. Especially the parts where he's like, we're gonna get there tonight. Like, honestly, haunting, thick, dark vocals to match the dark synths and just the dark sound production. So great overall. Lyrics, a bit silly. I'll say a 6 out of 10. The lyrics itself are kind of goofy, but the way they are executed, masterclass. So that's why I'll say that. Vibe. So as I mentioned before, the vibe here is sort of like Halloween party. 2009 Halloween. You're out with your friends, you're drinking, you're all sort of just vibing. You're at a rave, you're at a house party, that kind of stuff. And deadmau5 does a really good job at capturing that sort of late 2000s electronic feel, all while combining a sort of nostalgia almost for Halloween. And it's really awesome when I hear this song, especially around Halloween. It sort of reminds me of like the magic and the fun, the tricks of Halloween, with getting into trouble, getting into shenanigans, going to parties. It's great atmosphere, great vibe. Now, Music video. The music video, if you want to listen to it, it's literally a guy in a coroner's office. He's a ghost. Going back to life, doing shenanigans. Very simple music video. Oh, sorry. Going back to it. The vibe, I'll give it 10 out of 10. It executes Halloween perfectly, so that's why. Um, Music video is okay. Sort of a ghost just walking around a hospital. It's good. It's good, but it sort of adds to the song, but sort of doesn't. But it is about ghosts, so it's a good music video. Please give it a watch. I'll say a 7.5 out of 10. You know, doesn't really do much to subtract or add from the song in of itself, but it's still good. Um, so I'll give Dead Mouse's Ghosts and Stuff from 2009 a 9.5 out of 10. Sorry, no, I'll give it more of like an 8 out of 8, 9.5 out of 10. For what it's doing in that sort of for what it's doing in that sort of time period, late 2000s. Really great stuff going on. Deadmau5 is a real pioneer too. You know, he's one of the electronic artists who helped get Skrillex signed on his Mousetrap Records label and get Skrillex into fame. So Deadmau5 is really a pillar of modern electronic music. Obviously he does take inspirations from the greats, you know, like Aphex Twin, Daft Punk, and all those people, you know. And the Chemical Brothers, you know, a lot of influences there. So I will give Ghosts and Stuff a solid 8 out of 10. Did I say 8 out of 10? I don't know, 8 out of 10. Good stuff going on. So yeah, go ahead, listen to it. Great song, especially Halloween when you're at a party. But yeah, stay safe, guys. I don't know what I'll be talking about next, but just stay safe. Yeah, goodbye.